Okay, now right click, create indicator, delete this wire, control B. Okay, this is my insert into a array. So let's see how we can use this insert into a array function. If there is a fixed number of array, let's after that we will discuss where and how we can use the array and where we use. Okay, that is array insert. Okay, it is output. Right click, adapt to source. Okay, so now it will change known. Okay, why again it's hang. Okay, so now right click. Okay, there is insert into array. Okay, so this is my main array. Okay, now in this main array I want to insert. Okay, I want to insert my value according to this index. Okay, I want to insert one value. Okay, create control, create control. Okay, look at here, this is my output. So we'll see about the output. Now control A, control U in block diagram. There is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So in the place after 2, in the location of 2, I want to insert 3. Okay, I want to insert 3. So let's run. So now 0 1 2 3. Okay, 4. Okay, look at here, 3 is inserted here. Now I want to insert 4 after the 5. So okay, 0 1 2 3. Okay, I want to in place of 4. Okay, in this place of, okay, I want to insert 5. So insert 5. Okay, and let's see what will happen. Now it's blank. So now 0 1 2 3 4. Sorry, in the place of 3. Okay, now 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then 5. Okay, 0 1 2 4, 0 1 2 4. After that 5 inserted. Okay, so by using this insert, you can insert any array. Sorry, you can insert value in the array. Can I use control B, control B, delete, control B. Okay, can I insert one more array inside this? Can I insert one more array? Let's check. Okay, yes, I can insert. Look at here, what output will come? Please check. Okay, so 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 4. After index 4, 4, oh, sorry, 1 0 minus 1 and 3 had inserted up, then next. So in by using insert 1D array, sorry, by using insert array, you can insert any scalar value or array in your uh, parental data array or in your previous array. Okay, to modify. So where we can use array? Mostly when you want to work with the group of data type, when you want to work with the large number of data type. Okay, when you want to work with the setup of data type, at that time you can use this array. Okay, when you want to work with the large number of data type, sorry, when you want to work with a large number of data with the same data type, then you can use the array first. Okay, if you are if you want to extract data and store from a long time, then you can use the array. If you want to segregate the data and store that, so you can use the array. Okay, done this program? If done, then let's go move. Now, like a concatenate array, like a concatenate string, like a concatenate string function, like a concatenate string function, okay, like a concatenate string function, there is one function, and the name of that function is build array, and the name of that function is build array, that is provided inside the array, second column, second row, sorry, yes, second column, second row, the build array. The name of is build array. The name is build array. Now drag the size, okay. Now drag the size and connect. Okay, look at here carefully first. Okay, please look at here. This is a build array. The first one, the first element is the, okay, look at here, the first is, okay, the first element is only one blocks, only one blocks, and here there are three blocks, okay. So if you will connect now, if you will connect, okay, so now it is connected, and right click on the array, you will right click, so you will get here concatenate input. So concatenate, don't press any concatenate, okay, concatenate input. So now just check the concatenate input and create indicators by, okay, now you will get one 2D array. Now you will get one 2D array, okay, now you will get one 2D array. Why? Because the it is a property of appendant array. By using the property of appendant array, you can create one 2D array by using two 1D array, by using two and more by using two and more 1D array. By using two and more 1D array, you can create, okay. By using one and more 1D array, you can create one 2D array by using the appendant concept. So it is my appendant array, okay. Now if I will run, so look at here, if I will press the run button, so now look at here, okay, the first row, in the first row this one is present, in the second row this one is present, and third row this one is present. Let's change the value, okay. In the first row this one is present, second row this one is present, and third row this one is present, okay. Now, so by using a build array, you can uh, add to array, not add, you can make a 2D array, okay, by using two and more than two 1D array, if you, if and only if you are using the appendant, okay. So again, look again here, look at carefully again. If I will click here and I will come to the concatenate input, look at here, concatenate input, concatenate, and I will click the concatenate input, so you can get this check mark, and after the concatenate input there is two blocks are present, okay. Now if I will create one indicators, so I will get all those data in a concatenate manner. Look at here, first six element is this, after that six element is this, okay, this one, after that six element is this one, after that six element, sorry, the first six element is this one, 0 2, sorry, 1 2 4 3, sorry, 1 2 4 6 5 3, okay. After that this value, sorry, this value 1 0, okay, minus 1 3, then 1 minus 3, this one 1 and 4, minus 1 and minus 4. So by using concatenate, you can add three array, okay, one by one after one, okay, one after one, and by using appendant, you can display that array, okay, in the same, with the same row and column, okay. You can say, you can display, uh, you can display in a kind of 2D array, okay. Please try to design. Okay, now the polymorphic concepts. Now the polymorphic concepts. And what is the polymorphic concepts? So the polymorphism is the ability, polymorphism is the ability for of adaptation of two different data types. Polymorphism is the capacity to adopt two different data types. Okay, let's check. The this numeric and this comparison, these are polymorphic, these perform polymorphic function. How? Let's check. Take addition function first. Okay, you can create constant and add, right? So you will get one output. Take again add function. You can add this. Okay, okay, this is array and this is just a scalar. So you can, by using this addition function, you can add two scalar value. Okay, and you can add one array value with one scalar. Also you can add two array value. So this is kind of polymorphism. But look at here, the okay magic in output. If I will right click, wait, and create indicator, so after polymorphic function, what will happen? Okay, this two will add with all these element. This two will add with all this element. Okay, this two will add with all these elements. So now start from 2 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 5 plus 2 5 plus 2 7, 3 plus 5, so 3 plus 2 5. Okay, so added with all element. But in the case of if both are 1D array, if both are 1D array, so what will happen? If both are 1D array, then array will add it according to their index value. So 1 will add with 1, 0 will add, sorry, 2 will add with 0, 4 will add with the -1, 6 will add it with 3. Okay, the size 0 1 2 3 4, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it will select the smallest array. So in this, okay, in this array is smallest, this array is smallest, so the output will be output will come according to the smallest array. So new array output will be 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 0 2, okay, 4 plus -1 3, and 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Let's check. Okay, so please design and check here. Polymorphic idea. The multiplication, the subtraction, square, negate, all these are polymorphic functions. All these are polymorphic functions. Okay, only 34 students, right? Good. What can I do? Okay, so if you want to check, okay, so if you want to change it into the multiply, divide and all those things, okay, so now our this portion has been completed. Okay, control B, polymorphic, so you can use the polymorphic concepts. Okay, so now look at here, there is one comparison toolbox. Let's see, can I compare to know about, okay, so it will compare if you will use the comparison. So by using the polymorphic idea, okay, by using the polymorphic property, this two will compare with each and every elements of this array. First it will compare with 1, then 2, 1, 4, 6. Let's check where it will give the equal outputs. Okay, so we know very well only the second position value is equal to 2. So the second position value is equal to 2, so output will be G. Okay, output will come like this. If I will create, sorry, right click and change replace greater than. Okay, so 4, 6, 5, 3 are greater than 2. Okay, if I will replace it into the not equal to, then only one function is not equal to 2, that is 2. Okay, all those functions, sorry, the 5 function is not equal to 2 and only one function, 5 element are not equal to 2 and only one element is equal to 2. So it is also one kind of polymorphic concepts. Okay, please try to design and check. Okay, now there is one more function. The name of function is in array. A reversed 1D array. So by using this reverse 1D array, by using the reverse 1D array, we can reverse the array. Okay, let's check here. The output is this one. Sorry, output is this. By using the reverse 1D array, you can reverse. There is one more functions, transpose 2D array. So by using this transpose 2D array, you can transpose. Okay, by using this transpose 2D array, you can transpose your 2D array from X to Y. Okay, now you can see it is transpose 1 4 3 2. So 1 minus, sorry, 1 7 1 minus 7 3 minus 2, 1 minus 7 3 minus 2. Okay, this is come. So X to Y, Y to X. Okay, sort 1D array. Let's see what is the sort, what is the work of sort 1D array. So it is sort 1D array. Okay, if you use sort 1D array, then it will sort. You don't need any kind of bubble sorting methods and others. You can directly sort it, okay, by using the sort 1D array. So now it's over. Please design.